Welcome to the Untitled Tech Show, episode 2. Yeah. Roll the intro.
Please welcome Mr. Daniel Spencer.
Hi.
Hey, our audio guru in London.
Hello. Yes, welcome.
So, why are you here?
Just to talk about some of the audio equipment that we used when we were out in Cape Town. Very exciting. So I'm going to tell you what we did and how it worked and any issues, and just give it a little quick review, basically.
Cool. What were you filming in Cape Town?
So we were working on this project, Alan's Story. You may well have seen it. We've sort of pushed it out across the various different channels, and it was a great little project to highlight an incredible story of this incredible person doing cool stuff and enabling people to do so much more with so little. So it was great to just go out there and meet these people and document what they're doing.
Nice. Yeah, we'll link the video in the description.
If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you've watched it, watch it again.
Lee, what can you tell us about the F6? I mean, we've seen it at IBC. That's how we got in contact with Zoom, and they lent us this piece of equipment.
This one we have here, it has some neat tricks. I've used it in studio, so I can talk about it from a studio standpoint. I haven't used it out in the field. This records. I'll let you tell you the special source thing inside.
It's got a great sample rate, but the bit rate is where the magic happens, so to speak. What happens is at 32-bit float, you get like infinite headroom. You can set this to say input is like, I don't know, 0 dBs, or put it up to say 6 dB or something. And then when you record, you don't have to worry about adjusting your levels, because what happens is if it goes over, you can pull that back in post. So what that means is if we set here, now we can let's record a file that is going to be distorting, that's hitting the red. Yo, Daniel here. This file is way too loud. So we pull that file into Audition, and if you open it here, you can see there's just one track recorded, because this is a polywav, so it has multiple different tracks. If you open up the file here, you can see these very loud peaks here. So you can see the file is extreme. We've got some very loud distortion happening. Let's just play that for you. Daniel here. This file is way too loud. So if we just select that all, and then if you go to the gain, here's a little gain knob, adjust the amplitude. You should be able to just bring that down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And there you go. We now have recovered that file. So now if you play it, Daniel here, this file is way too loud. It's fine. And that's as simple as that. The reason why this one is like revolutionary is it's not just about the 32-bit float bit depth. It also has, I think it's like dual AD converters. So they do different parts of the frequency range, which means that even if you record really low, you can still pull it back, which is something that hasn't really been with 32-bit recorders. That has been around for a while, but not in portable terms. But you could do that on like a computer easy. Yeah. You could be recording 32-bit for years.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, like recording 32-bit float means recording raw audio.
Yeah. Exactly. Every now and again, if you're doing something, a scene with dialogue or something like that, and you're booming it, and you're getting quite close, there's a fairly lot of like noise happening, and then suddenly there's like a loud bang or something happens in the distance.
Or laughter.
That happens all the time on shoots, especially in the studio for like, real life situation here, which we may be using it for. Exactly. People laughing, all of a sudden, you can pull that back, and like you don't have to worry like, oh no, that bit's going to be distorted. So that's where you really find a difference. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So tell us things that you found handy and or like about the recorder.
I think the things I like most about it are the power situation is really good. So we have a built-in battery here. It's got a rechargeable battery, I think, in here, which you can open and then put double A's in as well. So that's like two things. And then also you've also got this bit on the back here to...
It's a Sony MPF style.
Yeah. To just pop your battery on.
Those last a while.
Which lasts for ages as well. So
you said you should use one for the entire time.
I just used this for the whole shoot.
Yeah.
And I was there for like 5 days or something. And then you've got, this is where your SD card goes. The other good thing is
you can also do DC in through USB-C.
That's true. Yeah, the other power option. It has also, this is Bluetooth.
Like a dongle.
Dongle, that's the word I was searching for. Thank you, Lucas. And then obviously it's got time code stuff, and then your headphones out. It seamlessly switches between power sources. So if your battery dies, it will seamlessly, without interrupting your recording, switch to the internal battery. Or if you've got if you're plugged in and then it comes out, it will switch to the battery without interrupting your recording. So that's also a really cool feature, which some recorders don't have. I mean, the other great things is obviously just the build quality of it. It's really rugged. These great little dials they're really easy to use. You just anyone can just pick it up and just get it going. The menu's very easy to navigate. So that was all the best stuff. And then of course, the other great thing about this is what we managed to build on top of it.
Oh yeah. And actually, this comes with it.
This bit does.
This top plate comes with it.
Right, and then we've got.
We just put some of these quick release, I think they're used for monitors mostly. Quick release plates, top and bottom, and then on other things to mount.
Yeah. So I just have my belt through here, attach it to my side, and then pop slide the receiver onto the top of the recorder. So I had recorder, receivers, and then boom as well. So I was fully mobile and recording everything. It was great.
Another thing that this recorder comes with, it's a iOS app, and from there you can change all the settings. You can name the clips, which is very handy because you don't want to do it on that small display.
That is true. Yeah.
You can monitor the audio. You can change the channels. Pretty much everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't use that primarily because I don't have an iPhone. Stay in the ecosystem, Pixel. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I guess in a studio environment or on stage even or something, or if you were doing a mobile podcast or something like that, being able to take a back seat and really dig into the settings whilst the recordings are happening. Yeah, then it's wonderful. It's really, really great to be able to see visual representation of everything that's happening. Because you're right, the screen is a little bit small.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing, but it's not a big deal for me because most of the time it was just record.
To be honest, it's a major competitor screen's about the same size anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is on what we're using up there.
Yeah.
Which roughly, okay, that was a little bit bigger, but it's it is what it is. It's a small recorder, and obviously it's less things to break. I mean, it's
really
built.
Heavy,
it is built.
Yeah. It's built great.
And the form factor is a bit different than most other recorders. Most other recorders are probably 2/3 of the height, and then the rest of it is spread out.
Sure.
The width. So
which is a sort of classic setup and does work. Because the other thing we did, in fact, which I forgot about, is we recorded a speech or presentation by Alan. So we recorded him, his mic was on him like a lapel mic. We also had a mic that was going, out to the room through the PA. And so we were able to easily have this on stage, plug straight into the PA, have the lapel going into it, and also a boom as well to capture just the sound of the ambient sound of the crowd and stuff reacting to everything. Cool. So in multiple sources, it was brilliant. It was so great.
So who would you say this is aimed for, as in, who would be buying something like this?
It's sort of one-man band-ish people, I guess, because you can easily just set this up, put it in the middle, set the knobs at 12 o'clock, and just press record, and that you're probably going to get everything. Nothing's going to be distorted. You'll be able to pull everything back. So that is what is really probably the best thing about it.
So you can a lot of places probably where you get one shot.
Yeah,
possibly
exactly,
get one shot. Or as a backup.
So there is the F8. Yeah. But I actually haven't seen that. I think it's a lot bigger. I think it's back to the original shape. It's not square like this. I think it's
but I guess that shape, is designed for the traditional audio bag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, right?
To have it on the side. But it's great because it's sort of smaller and more compact. You can just attach it to yourself. So it's even better. You don't need to be super technical to use it. Also, the way they design it is more for slightly consumer facing, as opposed to ridiculously complicated menus and stuff which nobody understands.
Or maybe not even prosumer, more indie filmmaker or lower budget production.
Exactly,
oh man, I wish I had this to do my indie films.
It's brilliant. It's really, really useful.
This technology isn't just found at Zoom. I mean, it's a lot of other companies. The two main companies are Zoom and Sound Devices, who have units that do it. There are obviously others who I can't mention because I don't know who they are. Cool.
Yeah. What are any drawbacks you found?
To be honest, nothing. I mean, we didn't use timecode to sync. We just used clapperboard. So I don't know. But what I mean is I can't really comment on that. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. It was brilliant. It worked every time. Nothing was corrupted. Flew all the way there, flew back.
For me, it's probably just the size of these buttons.
I was gonna say,
Like,
I was gonna say
if
that's
you
the
have
only
bigger
thing.
fingers, I mean, I don't have that big. You have bigger.
I mean,
fingers.
yeah. For me, I guess that is a limitation of human physiology, my human physiology, I guess. But I do like this unit. My only gripe would be, because I'm spoiled. We do have the sound devices.
Yeah.
Is I think sound devices probably have win on the knobs or the dials.
Sure.
I mean, pretty only because really, on here you have a menu button which you press to get into the menu. But on the sound devices, each channel that you turn on and off, you just press that knob in, and you get all the options for that channel. And I think for me, if speed is of essence, I prefer to have that than this.
True.
But saying that sound devices do have.
Then I know what you're saying, but then what's the sort of the selling point of this is that you shouldn't need to do that. You should be able to just go have them all set at midday or whatever, and then just roll and just hit the record button and sort it out in post.
Thank you.
The sound devices one is great because it also has a visual representation of the input as well, like to monitor so you can see it, but at a glance you can see audio's coming in without looking at the screen.
So I guess all in all, it's a solid choice for someone who's probably going to do everything they would do with the Mix Pre and is slightly more budget conscious. Would you say?
Yeah.
Cool.
The sort of key selling point for this one, the way I understand it, is that it never really been implemented in like a portable recorder.
Right.
Okay.
It was available on much bigger sort of studio equipment and obviously in computers for audio cards and different DAWs that we have. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't just pick up a unit like this and walk out and do 32-bit float recording.
Right.
Cool. So it's a consideration for us.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Subscribe, like, comment. What else? Share. Yeah.
And
all
comment
those.
some more. Yeah.
Don't dislike and don't give us hate. I see you, trolls.
Thank you, and see you in the next episode.